What should people expect when they come into college, and what tips can we offer them?
Expect to fail and learn from it. You know,
Yeah, you're gonna make a
expect to
C or D.
fail.
You're gonna make a C or D
Expect to fail a class. Expect to fail in life.
test.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna hit rock bottom. It's more honestly, it's guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to say it, but it's guaranteed. And expect to find yourself in the same time. It's gonna be probably your lowest time, but more than likely be one of the highest points of your life at the same time. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, if you come in with a lot of positive energy, surround yourself with good people. As soon as you come
Oh
on
yeah,
campus, what's the first thing you need to do? What I would
find
say,
people.
yeah, find people. A lot of people are gonna be like, oh, I don't want to go to the. Let's say they call it a carnival. It sounds corny, but you gonna meet people at the carnival. Other
Mm-hmm.
freshmen gonna be walking around. Meet somebody, say, hey, you want to go try this? Go eat here. So just getting involved and meeting people when you first get to campus is
Mm-hmm.
can set you on that path to being successful and being happy. Because eventually you gonna come with that adrenaline from high school, riding high, and it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
wear out. You're gonna fall, and you need somebody to help you come out that rut. So
Oh
that's what I say.
I would say expect to be more responsible. So
yeah.
my advice would be like, well, just in general, what we were talking about last night. This is like the little things that your mom and dad and them did for you. You're gonna have to do them now. Like pay the bill and like go get the car, get an oil change for the car, like things like that. If your parents are not close to you or like within like an hour or two away, you're gonna have to do all these things by yourself. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say start doing these things like on your own now. Like if you're a senior, go ahead and start get an oil change. Go like
Well, that's
go
also
take your mom's car or something and pay the rent or something like that because you're gonna have to keep doing that throughout the year and maintain it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to clean. You're gonna have to cook for yourself, and you're gonna have to clean your room, and you're gonna have to clean your apartment.
Go get some groceries.
Go get groceries.
yeah.
So it's just like the little things
Learn
that you
how to
take for
cook.
granted, like whenever you're at home, you're gonna have to actually do now and stuff. So,
It all adds up.
Yeah,
It
mm-hmm.
all
for
adds up.
sure.
One thing I would say is come in with an open mind. Like you just got to be open minded about a lot of things. Like if you just are set in your ways, just like, oh, college is gonna be the same thing as high school. Like I'm gonna breeze through it. Like oh, I didn't have to study for anything. I'm just gonna make straight A's. You got a rude awakening. You got to be open minded. You just got to be flexible
Yeah,
to your personal life, your school life, everything. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens, and it's all about how you overcome obstacles and take things in stride. Like if you can just be persistent in what you're doing, dude, there's nothing that can stop you.
I think another point that Chris, I want you to go further into this. Yes, like you were talking about free time.
oh yeah, man. Because, all right, you use the example like, okay, us three, we go to A&M, right?
Hmm.
And most people at A&M, I'd say literally like 98% of people at A&M graduated top 5% in their class, were involved in either a sport, extracurricular activity, choir, band, golf, whatever, a club, a chess club, Pokemon club, whatever. But like, we were busy. You wake
Hmm.
up 6, 7 o'clock, you going to school, going to 8 classes, 5 classes. Most people are going to a practice, they going to a tutoring session or something, a meeting, and you get home at 5, and after 5, you hungry, you get home, you going to eat, then you got homework, 2 or 3 hours of homework,
Hmm.
then you maybe get, you can make it an hour, 2 hours just chilling by yourself, watching TV. You get on your phone, go outside and play. I know when I get home, I went outside and play with some friends, but like, we come to college, and when we wake up, we're on our own time schedule. Yeah, we got classes. Some people may have a job, but yet we don't have we have free time now. And
Hmm.
2 years ago, when you're in high school, everything's a set schedule. Everything's set for you. Every day, 7 days a week, you have a pretty good general idea of what you're doing every single day. Here, you go. All you say to yourself, "I got class. I got class. That's it." And class is 2, 3 hours on campus, maybe. But like we sit here and we don't know what to do with ourselves. And you start thinking and those negative thoughts they start to build up and they really get into your head like, dang, like what am I doing? Like it's not the same. I don't have any friends to just jump up and go hang out with. I can't just get up and go talk to a teacher when I'm bored in class. And it's just you sit in your bed, you sit on your phone and and you scroll for 10 minutes, it turns to 3 hours. And you could be really be looking up stuff like an internship, a job, maybe a new organization I get into. So I just feel like I personally hit rock bottom by doing that, just sitting there noticing how much free time I had and not putting it to good use. So I feel like if you come to college and you really put in time and effort to not only stay busy, go out and meet people, stay ahead in your work, maybe get a job or so, and go to those things that in high school you would have never gone to. Go to those organizational meetings where you may not even be interested, but your friend might be. Just go with your friend for emotional support. You don't know who else you're helping when you're just going to something as support with a friend. Like, when I'm going, like, most people don't want to go anywhere by themselves. Like, when I came to college, y'all, I went to the movies by myself.
I did too.
And it was literally, it was the most boringest thing, but, I just got out the house.
Mm-hmm.
That 3-4 hours in a movie theater by myself, I had my popcorn. I bought a large popcorn. I ain't never bought no large popcorn. But, man, it's just getting out of the house and being involved and just, I think really putting your time to good use and energy can save you so much downfall and negative thoughts, man. Because I deal with negative thoughts all the time, and I hit rock bottom, and man, like I come out and I sit and talk with you guys. I sit out and I go to the pool. I go to the gym, and just it helps me so much. That's why I tell people, go to the gym, start something. I mean, like last summer, literally, I worked and I went to class. This summer, I have an internship. I go to my job. I do a fitness page now. I read a book an hour. I edit on my computer an hour, and then I work out 2-3 hours a day, and it saves me so much more. I'm so much more happy, like pure happiness. And I do a podcast with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that really utilize your time because it can turn into a real depression. It really can. It can kill you and ruin you, and you can be home before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Jacob, I want you to you had some really good input about this. How important is balance in college? Because you want to have your fun, but you also need to stay focused on what you need to be doing too.
Yeah.
So how important is that balance?
So, I've learned from a lot of people that being in the moment is a very important thing, which it is. You need to be in the moment. You need to have a good time. You need to focus on what you're doing in the now. But you also got to balance that out with stuff you've done in the past and learn from your mistakes and repeat your successes, and you just can't forget it. It's true, like what they say, once we forget history, history's doomed to repeat itself.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you just forget about stuff that's happened, it's just going to keep happening.
Yeah.
And you can take that and put it on a much smaller scale and use it for your life. You don't use your past to your advantage and learn from your mistakes or repeat your successes. You're just doomed to just be in a cycle of repeating bad habits and not doing what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So you got to focus on the past, focus on the now. You got to focus on your future. You got to look forward. You got to plan ahead. You got to make sure this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it, and just be successful in what you're doing. So balancing everything out, whether it be past, future, and now, that's a big thing. And just life in general is all about balance. Like your emotions and everything. Like you got happy versus sad and excited and bored, and you just got all these different kinds of emotions, good or bad, and they all balance each other out. And one of the best examples of that is Jimmy V's speech when he's talking about the perfect day, and he was talking about you need to laugh, you need to do all this, and then your emotions should bring you to tears. When he said that, he said that's a heck of a day, which he's right. That's a heck of a day. That's it's what life is all about, experiences and balancing them out. Mm-hmm. So like balancing your emotions, balancing just everything. There's going to be, and having that balance kind of plays into what he was saying about like time management. You need to find stuff to keep you busy and focused on what I just explained in the past, present, and now. Like I don't want to be out of shape and like looking toward your past. You learn from your mistakes. Use that in the now by working out and planning for your future to look better and be healthier. And everything, it just all plays into each other. And so my biggest thing is just balance and time management. Like, once you get that, which I'm still struggling with it. I gotta be honest, I'm still struggling with it. I'm still trying to find myself. I'm still trying to find what I can do in my free time and find what I can like do to better myself. So I mean, I need to take my own advice, but honestly, it's all about balance and time management.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we pretty much got everything. One more thing I would add is like to the what to expect. It's gonna be a lot of phony people, man. It's gonna be,
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be you're gonna like for instance, I remember me and this
Oh,
guy
yeah.
exchanged numbers because we were gonna study for an exam like in the class and stuff. And like I texted him and he didn't text back, and then I confronted him in class and he was like, hey, I was doing such and such and such and such, and that happens a lot. It's like, dude, you put your time and you put your trust in the people, and like they don't get that same energy back, and like sometimes people can get depressed and
Yeah.
get down in the dumps. And it's just like, nah, it's just part of life. Everybody's not gonna do things how you want it to be done, but don't let that get you down. Just keep focused on what you need to be doing, and like the true people that you need will find you. I think it's like that's how we got connected. That's how we.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much we got everything. Anything you guys want to add? Let us know what you want to know or want us to talk about in the comments below.
Make a schedule, man. Make a schedule, because when you make a schedule, at least you got a plan. A plan might not always go as you expected. You might not have time, something might pop up, but at least you have a plan. You got an outline, and if you veer off from that outline, you can work your way back if you got a plan. So that's why I feel like really helps me throughout the day is having a plan of what I'm gonna do that next day. So yeah.